What's up people, and welcome back to another Monday motivation video. Now for this week's video, I'm going to show you a way you can get the most out of minimum investment in regard to your workout. I guess you can call this a fitness hack. Is it a fitness hack? Yeah, probably. You get the point. Anyway, for today's video, I'm going to show you how to use this single band for 15 different exercises for a complete upper body workout. Now these bands go around for quite cheap and they vary from heavy to light resistance. But today I'm going to show you how you can get the most out of it. So if you like the video, please make sure you leave a like. If I get 10 likes, maybe I'll make another video showing you how you can use this for your lower body. Although now I probably won't even get the 10 likes that I used to get on my channel. Anyway, use the comment section to critique my technique. And if you're interested to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more fitness hacks like this. Just a quick disclaimer before we get into the video. Some of these exercises could lead to you snapping your bands. So make sure you buy good quality bands, and I'm not responsible for any damages. Also, technically this can be used to build muscle, but it's more directed towards the beginners rather than the more advanced people. So if you're someone looking just to tone your muscles or just get into building muscle, then this video will make the most sense for you. If you're not and you're clicking away right now, then please leave a like on your way out so that I can post my next video at least. With that being said, let's get into the video. So let's look at the different ways you can use this. The first exercise you can use it for is a modified lat pull down. Although in this video, everything is a modified version of the exercises. Anyway, you have to get a decent grip of the band as you can see. Hold it and stretch it over your head. Then pull down and stretch it more as you pull it down and release as you go back up. However, you have to make sure to keep the band tensed even at the top. This is how it would look from the back. And doing this would work on your back muscles, especially the traps and the lats. The next exercise you can do is a single arm bend over row. For this you have to put the band around one foot and grip it with the opposite hand. You can get the most out of this exercise by pulling with force and then lowering slowly. And by doing this you are working the rhomboids, the teres major and the infraspinatus. This is how it should look from the front. Notice how I'm pushing down with my leg so the band has a good anchor. This is one way to ensure that the band won't slip. Next up is a reverse chest fly. For this exercise, the band has to be just below your wrist. Start by stretching the band and holding it to shoulder width. Then open up your chest and extend your hands. And then you will be working your traps, rhomboids, posterior delts while also engaging the chest muscle. This is how it looks from the back. Ideally, you would want your hands to be as straight as possible with your elbows at a 90-degree angle. Exercise number 4 is a modified face pull. Hold the band in a similar grip to that of the lat pull down. Stretch it to a little more than shoulder width and pull. Again, you can make this more effective by pulling with force and letting go slower. This again will work on those back muscles while keeping the chest activated. This is what it should look like from the side. However, you may not want to curve your back so much. Let's just pretend I didn't do that. I'm just here to show you how to get the most out of this band. The next exercise you could do with it is a single arm row. Start by sitting down with one leg outstretched and put the band around your foot. Get a good grip while keeping your hand straight. Pull back to get a full repetition and then let go slowly. Doing these single arm rows is a good way of ensuring uniformity, especially if you're dominant on one side. A few chest specific exercises are up next. You can use this band to do a push up plus walk combination. Put the band around your wrists, stretch it to shoulder width and do a push up. After each push up, use your hands to move laterally and repeat. This is actually much harder than it looks, especially to control the pressure of the band. Here's what it would look like from the side. Not only will you be using your chest muscles for this, you will also be activating your core and strengthening your arm muscles. Another interesting way to use this for a chest specific exercise is to do single arm chest press. Put the band over one shoulder like in the video, grip it with your opposite hand, then keeping your hand straight, push upwards and contract slowly. This is actually pretty effective, although extremely unconventional. You can also do this standing, however I prefer to do it lying down. But if you did it standing, this is what it should look like. Moving on to the shoulders, the first thing you can do is an overhead shoulder press. Getting into position is a little tricky. You have to hold the band behind your back with one hand and grip it with the other hand and then pull up. However, once you are in position, it's pretty easy to do a full repetition. This angle will make it easier to understand how to set up for the exercise. My left hand is holding the band behind my back while my right pulls it over. It looks complicated, but it's pretty damn easy. This will work on your anterior and middle delts. Exercise number 9 with the band is a front raise. Put the band around your arms, stretch it to shoulder length and hold. Start with the hands down, raise it to shoulder height and drop it slowly, all while keeping the band stable. This is what it should look like from the side. Again, by doing this you are working the shoulder muscles while engaging the chest muscles. And this is much harder than it looks. Next shoulder exercise is another interesting one. You can use the band to also do a lateral shoulder raise. Start on one knee, hold the band down with one hand on that knee and put your other hand through the band and lift it sideways. Make sure your elbow is at a 90-degree angle throughout the exercise. This is especially very good for the middle delts. So here's what it should look like from the side. You have to make sure that your other hand holds the band tight for you to get a good repetition. Exercise 11 you can do with this band is a shoulder external rotation. Place the band on your wrists, keep your elbows tucked in and only move your forearms outward. This is a very difficult and effective exercise and it focuses on the rotator cuff and is used to strengthen the shoulder joint. This is what it would look like from the side. You have to use only your forearms. Again, let's not look too much into my form. Let's just focus on the exercise. Ideally, you would want your back and hands to be straighter. Right then, moving on to triceps. Yes, you can also use the small band for your triceps. Start by putting your hands through the band like in the video. Place one hand on your shoulder and push down with the other. Ensure that your hand is straight throughout the repetition and you are engaging your triceps as you push down. This is what it should look like sideways. The top hand has to hold the band tight while you perform the exercise. This is a very easy and effective way to work the triceps. Moving on from an easy exercise for your triceps to a more difficult and complicated one. Exercise number 13 is a tricep overhead extension. For this you have to do the same thing that you did for the shoulder press, but grip it slightly differently. Rather than a sideways grip, you are going to be pulling forward. So hold the band accordingly. Once in position, you have to pull forward, extending the tricep muscles. Not only is this slightly more complicated, it is also more advanced and more effective. The last two exercises are concerned with the biceps, and the first is the regular bicep curl. For this you have to be on one knee, put the band around your foot and hold it with the opposite hand. Make sure you get a good grip and then perform the exercise. The effectiveness of this completely depends on the type of band you are using. This is what it should look like from the side, and the only other thing that you need to keep in mind while doing this exercise is your balance. You have to make sure that you are stable. And finally, the 15th upper body exercise that you can do with this band is the hammer bicep curl. It is similar to a regular bicep curl. The only change is that you have to switch the way you grip it and you have to switch your hands. Instead of holding the band laterally, you will now have to turn your hand in and hold it straight. At this point, I'm making it sound more complicated than it really is. Watching the video will give you a better understanding of this. And doing this is an effective way of working on the long head of the bicep or the outer part of the bicep. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it brought some value to you. If you liked the video, please leave a like. It would really help me out in the YouTube algorithm. Leave a comment to let me know if there's any other ways I can use this for the upper body and also on my questionable technique. But if you reach the end of the video, then you might as well subscribe and stay tuned for more content like this.